The Bible says Adam fell short. He didn't fall full. He fell how? It means if the glory of man was 100%, when Adam fell, he fell short. It means he reduced the glory. Let's just assume that the glory was 50 that Adam reduced. It means 50% of the glory was still left. And it was on the premise of that 50 that everything that came out of man was 50-50. That's why I chose 50. So, two things came out from the bowels of that fall, which was Cain and... So one was evil, and one was what? That's how I know that the fall was what? 50% short. So 50 was dark. 50 was... So God could still manage 50%. So smuggling. If not the fall, everything that would have come out of man would have been God. But let's not go there. I don't have time. So, but 50% was still left. So God could manage 50%. So it was from Abel that God found 50. And when God smuggled to find Abel, Cain, who was the evil, slaughtered Abel. That was the first sign to show that evil was stronger than good. And if you follow the trend from then on, evil has always seemed to thrive. Because, listen, if it was only man that fell, it would have been different. It would have been a level playing ground for both evil and good to thrive. But because when man fell, the earth structure fell. That's why if you plant a maize, you don't plant wheat. And you need to weed, you need to labor for the maize to grow. But you have not done anything to the wheat, but the weeds are growing. Because already the playing ground is tilted towards one side. So much so that the two elements that wants to survive, one already has an advantage. Do you understand now? So evil has an advantage because the earth is dark. So for good to survive, good needs to fight to survive. That's why the firstborn was evil. The first that came was evil because evil was the dominant. The second that managed to smuggle himself out was. So in the case of Jacob, the Bible says when Esau was to come out, Jacob held. That was the testament of how God wanted every man that is good to look like. Fight evil. Don't allow evil. Hold their leg. That's why God loved Jacob, because Jacob entered into the mind, the kind of how man should live from henceforth. Fight. Don't allow evil, even though they have an advantage, but you can leverage on something. Fight. Hold their leg. Let them not come out.